So about a year ago, I came on YouTube and I was searching for tips on how to get a distinction in my master's degree. And today I can tell you categorically that I actually did get a distinction in my master's degree. And in this video, I would like to share with you tips that help me get a distinction and that you can also use to get a very good grade in your postgraduate studies, especially in the UK. So if you're in with me on this, why not keep on watching? And without further ado, let's get right into this video. Hi guys, my name is Frances and I'm an international student that just graduated from Lancaster University with a distinction. So the first tip on my list is be open-minded. So you know that you left your home country to come to study. So you should understand that you would have to unlearn some certain things, relearn some certain things, and even learn a new thing on its own, okay? So just try to be open-minded. So for me, when I came here, the mode of teaching, I really didn't understand their language, first of all. I had to try to understand it, be open-minded, and then interact with people too, because I was the only black in my class. And then I was like, I don't know how to interact with all these people that I had never seen before and all. So that's just part of you being open-minded. Try to receive their teaching style, just learn new things and not be uptight and be into your traditional mode of understanding or of learning. Do the basics, do the basics, go to class, attend lectures, just do the basics, do your assignments as and when due, just do the basics. Those basics are really important because it's helping you, putting you in focus that okay, you're in school. Next point is to utilize academic resources. So your school basically provides you with a lot of academic resources, like you have Cite It Right. Yeah, that's for citations. And then of course we have people that are in the library that help you with English, your essay, how to write your essay well. That is another one. There are just different assistants that your school provides. Try to search for them because basically I found them on my school portal, on the online portal. So try and find them and try and utilize them. You paid for these things, okay? Don't waste your time trying to get a paid version while you already have a paid one in your space. Do you get me? So try your best to utilize all the academic resources. Always ask questions. You can never go wrong with asking questions. So as I said earlier, I was the only black in my class. And then whenever I asked question, it was kind of odd because there were basic things that everyone else understood. For instance, I studied marketing, right? So some marketing things that every other person in Europe understood, I really didn't understand it because it was different where I'm from. So I asked a lot of questions, and at first I was really shy of asking questions. The first thing I did was to send an email to a lecturer. Then the next thing I did was to ask in class. I got more comfortable. But either ways, just try to ask questions. You've paid for this service. Don't do yourself a disservice by keeping mute or keeping silent. Ask questions. If you're not able to ask in class, you can ask personally with the lecturer after the class, because they will always tell you, if you have questions, please meet me, or you can reach out to me via email. Just do all of those and make sure you understand these things. Make sure you understand it, because if you don't understand it, you can't give back. You can't explain to someone else. Try to read ahead of the lecture. Try to read ahead. I know it sounds too serious, but try to read ahead. Like for instance, I'll keep giving instances with my experience. So I did not understand the accents for a while. I tried to read because they will always share what they're going to teach in the class. I would read maybe before, a night before or something. I would just read what they had shared on the students portal. Even if I don't understand it, I would just read it so that it doesn't hit me the first time when they're teaching. You get to be like a second time. So I'll just read it, not all, but just try to read some things. So when the teacher now teaches in class, I'm not now battling with accents and understanding what he's saying. I understand one. At least I understand to a fault what he's teaching. Then I'll now be battling with the accents. Do you get me? So try to read ahead. And when you read ahead, you'll be able to ask meaningful questions. Because if you don't read ahead and you just come and just be asking questions. To be like, did you read this material at all? Did you get? So it's best for you to just try and read their lecture beforehand. And most times when they come, just read the same thing that they put. But just try and read the lecture beforehand. Then when you go back, you can do your further research. But reading ahead would help you and do you a great service because you understand better. Make friends with people in your class, in your cohort. So when I mean friends, I don't mean besties or something, but try to relate with them. So for me, I didn't understand some things at some point. It was really difficult. And there's this lady that I had worked with in my group previously, and I saw that she's a bright person. So when I was doing another assignment, another course that I wasn't understanding, I just reached out to her, and then she is kind of an open person too. So I reached out to her and she was like, oh, I'm having difficulty in this thing too. But then we're able to interact from our point of view. She could tell me what she thought was the answer and I would tell her what I thought. So really, it's not as if it was answer per se, but a discussion. So, but then if I were just in my space and thinking that I would just write what I know, I would not really get the best of it. The lady also gave me a push. Okay, if you don't understand this thing, you can go and ask the lecturer. Because I felt if a lecturer gives you an assignment, you go and find it. You don't ask them anything. But the lady, she's Asian. So she will tell me I should go and ask the lecturer that I don't understand this thing, or can I use this? Like asking them if this can work for their assignments. And to me, from where I'm from, I feel that's like asking the lecturer to assist you in your assignment, but it's not. It's just like asking for guidance, basically. So those kinds of associations would help open your mind, open your eyes to see things from another point of view, and not basically your own point of view alone. Not that you go and do copy and paste too. Not that you do the same thing. No, you can share ideas, but not that you write exactly the same thing. You should be smart about these kinds of things. Which brings me to the next thing on my list. The next thing on my list is to be very, very, very careful about copy and paste, plagiarism, and all of those. Be very careful. Make sure you understand your school's referencing style. Do you get? So that you don't go and reference a totally wrong thing. Make sure you do the referencing properly, and also make sure that you don't copy, like literally lift a body of work from somewhere and put it in your document. Don't do that. Try to read, understand it, and then you write out what you get from it. Do you get? Don't copy, because when you copy, it's the software just automatically flags it, and then you get into trouble. There are various software that help you with English and how to correct your English if you're not expressing it well. You can use Grammarly. Those ones can help. But then don't go ahead to literally lift someone's body of work, someone's idea, and put it in your work, because you're in trouble. You get yourself in trouble, and it can even lead to rustication if it's really bad. Okay, so just be very careful of that. If you'd want me to speak more on this topic or make a video about this plagiarism thingy, just let me know and I'll do just that, because I know it's a very big issue, but thank God I never ever had such issues. When you do your assignments, always try to write from your understanding. They want to know what you think. Do you get? They want to know what you think. So you've listened to the lectures, you've heard what they think, you've seen the examples. They want to know what you think. Do you get? So you shouldn't go and copy. I'm still saying it. Don't go and copy from maybe Google or wherever. Don't do that. You might get ideas, but use your own words to express those ideas. Don't go and lift someone else's words and then put it in your document, and then they'll just be reading Google. They know, trust me, they know when a student is writing in their own word. They know, because the English, I think that the English will be kind of different from when it is taken from Google or when it is taken from a website. Do you get? So try to write in your own words, in your own understanding, and then try to give examples, a lot of examples. They like it when you give them examples, maybe from your home country or something. Give them examples. So just assume you're explaining something to a child, as simple as it is. That's how they will know that, okay, you really know what you're talking about. But then if you just go and copy and paste, you're in trouble. big trouble. Another tip is for you to try to prioritize your time. So you know that you have a lot of things that you need to do, a lot of assignments to submit, a lot of essays and all of those, and even exams sometimes, and also you want to booga. Try to prioritize and see which is coming first and do it in good time. You get? Sometimes it's good, or rather most times it's good for you to finish an assignment way beforehand so that you come back with a fresh eye and then look at it and see if it makes sense. You get? But if you just do it fast and submit, you're bound to make lots of mistakes, and when you do that, you can't even look at it again. You get? So try to prioritize, finish your work a bit earlier so that when it's time to submit, you can look at it with a just a new eye, a fresh eye, and make corrections. Do not forget to ease off sometimes. Go out. UK can be very lonely, very lonely, very lonely, trust me. But try to go out, try to just ease off so that your brain is not choked with studies alone. Try to go out, try to eat, meet people, make friends if you can. But if you cannot, just try to go out. Don't just be confined to just studying, just reading, because you are going to get bored and it can be very depressing. Okay, do things that you love, just so that you would not be depressed, basically. So you will not be depressed. So there are various academic interactions while you're in school, okay? And for you to excel and get your distinctions using those academic interactions, you would need to do some of the things that I'll be saying in my next video, okay? So why not stay tuned? Subscribe to this channel if you have not, and give this video a huge thumbs up if you have not. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a comment in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I would see you in my next video. Bye guys.